If you are on the side of love, we need you right now. When this shooting happened, and what's been building up for a long time, is something that engages us on the level that we're at, and it enhances it. It brings it out. So, as you know, if you have Facebook, you have seen a lot of hate. Whether it's a lot of hate for the gunman, a lot of hate for Islam, whether it's lots of hate for a politician, whether it's a lot of hate for the people that are hating. There's a lot of that going on. It's being stirred up, and it's heavy. And if you post something positive right now, or you feel something, a lot of times you'll get resistance from people that'll go, "Are you nuts? Like, do you know what they did?" And there's a lot of people out there that see the bigger picture, that see where the ego is trying to head here. They can see where ego is trying to win. They can see all of this, and they can see a whole different picture. There are people that see the insanity of this, that something happens and people want vengeance versus transformation, that people want to get back at someone versus find the love in themselves to forgive and show other people how to forgive. Come from a place of love, because if this doesn't come from a place of love, there's going to be giant wars and lots of people dead. And what's needed right now are the people that do see the bigger picture to allow themselves to commit to love, as Marianne Williams said, with the same level of intensity that a terrorist commits to hate. When someone hates, they really hate. They stay dedicated. They go all the way to wanting to go to the other country, wanting to get back for something on all sides. And vengeance against that is just the same thing. It's another form of hate. Being anti-gay is a form of hate. Being anti-Islam is a form of hate. Being anti-American is a form of hate. Being anti-something. Are you against something, or are you for love? Are you for something that expands? Now, people that are in the space of love often don't know what it is like to commit to that. They might be there, but like they're just kind of seeing the whole picture and kind of scared, or maybe don't know what to do. And I want to talk about what you can do to commit to love. First of all, only do the things that excite your calling, that excite your soul. Because if it excites your body, like a lot of times we're going to have things show up and it's like, well, I want to do this, but I can't because of this. A lot of times this thing that you think you can't do it is often the reason to do it. For instance, I want to live in my calling and I want to do this, but I have kids. Well, maybe if you live in your calling, your kid will learn that they can live in their calling. So there's a calling and a truth that's trying to come into us, and often we don't step all the way into it because of what we're scared of. I want to do this, but I really feel something in my calling. It would expand my body and everything, but I don't have enough money. Maybe if you step into this, you'll get into your body in a whole new way. You'll feel a whole new level of love. You'll feel a whole new level of power, and you'll feel a whole new bunch of ideas that will show you all the ways that you can make money. In other words, you might not have been making money because you haven't been living in your calling. You've been holding back from your holy shit greatness. This exists in every person. Now, when someone is in a mindset of hate, they can see what their target is, and they have a goal that's specific to their mind. When you're in a place of love, you can't see what the target is, but you can feel what the target is. You can feel what expands you, what calls you, what moves you, because when you do that, you start to align with your soul, and when you align with your soul, you end up creating a movement inside of yourself. You end up seeing how to speak from a place of conviction. You end up losing fear of people people that are in hate. You end up moving to a place of infinite possibility, and in that space, tons of ideas show up, tons of callings show up, tons of things that you can do to make the world better show up. And it's easier for it to show up because you're now locked into a place of infinite possibility, and when those ideas show up, you receive them because you see yourself as worthy of creating them. So when you step into your greatness and you love with the same intensity that other people hate, you can balance out millions of people by stepping into your truth. So my challenge to people that can see the bigger picture is to not keep looking backwards at the problem and going, oh, these people are going to try to go after a war, or they're going to try to take something away, or they're going to try to make more something. Like, instead of being in a place of what could go wrong as you look from it because you see the whole bigger picture, step into your greatness. Because if you don't, you join the same fear world. But we need people in their power. This is the time where we have the opportunity for a million Martin Luther Kings to show up, for people in their power that can transform the entire awareness of the world, because the awareness level is at this weird middle right now where it feels like half the world wants peace and half the world wants war. And it's our job right now to step into our greatness even more, so that there's a tipping point where the awareness gets higher and higher and higher. And number one values aren't attacking people, aren't vengeance, aren't winning. It's about forgiving, love, transformation, creating, playfulness. It's not about destroying. It's about creating. And when we tap into our creating, we start to align with the greatness of what we actually are. Otherwise, we're a bunch of acorns going to war with each other. But if you put your acorn into the ground, you listen to what it wants to do, and you do it, you become the tree, and a tree can become a forest. So stop looking backwards at all the problems going on. Move into your truth. And if the people that love, if 1/10 of them love with the same intensity that half the country's hating, this stuff will shift. You can shift it. One person in their stream, someone texted me this morning that Abraham Hicks said, one person in the stream is more powerful than a million people not in the stream. Step into your stream, that effortless place. The world needs it right now. I'm doing it with myself, and you have the power to do it with yourself.